Country Day is really a great learning environment. This small community with all boys really helps you grow as a person, helps you grow as a student.
Good morning, Charlie. How are you? Ready for a fun day?
My favorite thing would be learning about stuff and bonding with each other.
Yeah, almost every person in my grade is my friends.
My favorite thing would be making new friends.
Everyone's nice here at FCDS. I really don't feel judged by anybody. It's great. Everybody here is so open.
Country Day is a big family, really.
The teachers and students are always closer relationships, and you just get to know everybody a lot better.
Here, the students really matter to everyone.
Every teacher has a special relationship with every kid, and they know each kid's weaknesses and strengths to help them out in class and outside of class.
The teachers encourage you to be yourself and don't try to copy other people, just be you.
I just loved every minute I spent at the school, and I think it's just a great place.
On September 24th, 1936, during the height of the Great Depression, Lawrence and Luella Gregory opened the doors of Fairfield Country Day School, and their words were,
To provide superior academic instruction to boys in an environment that fosters the scholastic and extracurricular activity of each boy. Fairfield Country Day School opened with 26 students in grades kindergarten through 10th. Upper school tuition was $300 a year, and the school was located on Uncasville Road.
In 1949, Fairfield Country Day School moved here to our current campus, which was the former home of the Bronson family. While the school has grown and undergone many changes over the course of 75 years, including location, the principles on which the school was founded have not changed: academic excellence, community, and tradition. We are judged by our deeds.
We are judged by our deeds.
Don't mean a thing if you ain't got that swing.
I think what's really important about the history is you don't lose your way. You make sure you're keeping continuity with the past, what the school was founded on, what they had intended for this school to be.
Lawrence Gregory decided that he wanted to provide a school in the area that would really do a terrific job on kids academically. So a lot of the boys that went here went off to very good secondary schools and colleges, and they might never have been able to do that if they hadn't had Lawrence Gregory helping him out in those early years.
In teaching, there are only two objectives which any school can have: to build up the character of the pupils and to teach them to think. They are the fundamental basis of education.
Lawrence W. Gregory.
The underlying assumption here was that it was healthy to be and important to be intellectual.
Dad and I loved when a boy got so excited about what we were teaching.
The headmaster always greets every kid when he walks in the morning and knows them by name. I think that's important.
There's nothing better than standing at the Loop at 7:45 every morning, 45 minutes before school starts, and seeing kids race out of the car, smiles ear to ear, because they can't wait to get to school. And I think that, as they grow here, I think they start to recognize that this is a special place.
But the important part of Country Day that will not ever change in my estimation is the types of teachers that are here who really take an intense interest in the boys.
When I came here, I needed to have men that I respected, and my first male role models in life all came from Country Day.
I always felt that the size of the classes being so small, and the presence of that faculty, and the environment that you're in makes you feel safe.
They all really, really want the children to succeed.
Team sport, it gives you so many wonderful things. Team sport teaches you how to get along with people. It teaches you how to actually sacrifice for your friend to make it work. It teaches you to be honest. It teaches you to be a good sportsman. It teaches you to be proud of yourself. It It's all the aspects which makes a very strong individual. If you can't work in a team, you will not be successful.
I have seen where some of the boys that are a little more comfortable in the sport will try to encourage the boys that are just learning it. And as a parent, that's what you want to see.
It's really fun because our teachers are also our coaches.
I love the fact that you can have a standout academically who maybe might struggle on the lacrosse field, and you have the teachers that get to see both sides of that student and can learn to help them, emotionally and academically in both places.
Favorite part of skating is falling down and getting up.
Fairfield Country Day, they're always working together. They always have each other's back, and they never throw anyone under the bus.
Shark by Helen H. Moore. I went to the aquarium.
The very first time I was on stage was at Country Day, and it was a poetry reading contest.
I didn't think I could do it, quite frankly. I didn't think I could get up on a stage in front of the entire school. The school put me in a position to succeed, to do something that I would have never done on my own.
I carry it with me every day. Whether I'm in court or standing at the podium, I always picture the old gym at Fairfield Country Day before I start a speech.
To see the progression as they move through 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade, and ultimately to where our boys are in 9th grade, where they're extremely poised and confident when they take the stage.
I used to get really nervous when I did it, but now after it's been a few years and I like it. I enjoy it. I look forward to it.
When Bill Ely came here, it began a whole new era, a whole new way of doing things at this wonderful school on Greenfield Hill.
He was really an authoritative figure. I mean, he carried himself a certain way. He was very, very serious. You knew when he spoke that he meant what he said, but he had a great sense of humor also. And I think he understood that we needed discipline, but we also needed some perspective. And there was never any doubt that every single aspect of that school, Mr. Ely was in charge. And when I left and he shook my hand and he said, you have really, really done what I hoped you would do at this school.
He was always visible, always there. I think he represents and is so much of what this school is all about, and it's carried right through.
And that really started the new era of when Country Day started to grow big time.
I remember Little Shop of Horrors being on the stage crew. It was just a wonderful experience. And you know what, too, is I got to see Peter Pan a long time ago, which was the beginning of Mike McGlone's acting career. He turned out to be a fantastic actor.
Jim Stearns came in and brought the arts, brought music.
Jim taught me how to really be a teacher. When I came here, I was very excited about the academic program and being a coach in the athletic program, but didn't quite understand, the importance and value of music and the arts.
I have 3 boys, and seeing them on stage at the Christmas concert, all 3 of them together, just makes my heart, big.
Lunch is critical. That makes a difference in the lives of our boys here. To have the opportunity on a weekly basis to interact with a different group of boys, with a different faculty member.
I remember vividly that each boy had the responsibility of clearing the table once a day. I remember that you minded your manners. You had to have good manners because Country Day understood that good manners last a lifetime.
I love the community lunch. I love that they're assigned tables and teachers, and they have to interact with people that aren't their friends.
It builds community, it strengthens the role modeling of the older boys. It's a really important part of what we do. The parents at Country Day develop very close relationships and close bonds. Many of our boys come in at the pre-kindergarten or kindergarten level, so if they're with us till 9th grade, those boys' parents are spending 10 years together. They're seeing one another at the lower school concert, and they're seeing one another at the poetry contests in the spring.
We're a family here, so we really try to make sure that everybody's happy.
I'm here all the time. All the teachers know me.
I have been involved in the school through Room Mom. I help at the library weekly. I tie skates. So it's really nice to be able to come in and see what they're doing.
I think those relationships are very strong, and that That does not exist at other private schools.
For 14 years, this was our home. And we loved being in this community, and we were treated so well, and we have made so many friends that we continue to keep in touch with. It plays an important role in our lives today.
We tinkered with curriculum, we tinkered with staff, but we didn't tinker with the basics of Country Day. The boys acted like gentlemen all the time, coats and ties, family lunches, upper school serving the lower school, all of those things no one touched.
There are some sacred traditions that have been here and in place for many, many years.
If you started a school today to compete with Country Day School around here, you'd have a wholly different culture than the culture that continues with tradition. I think it's a fundamental part of the school.
It's really important to have traditions for everything.
They carry a great deal of weight and are valued highly by all members of the community, the boys, the faculty, the staff.
Favorite Country Day tradition would have to be the ringing of the victory bell.
The victory bell is one of my personal favorite traditions of the school.
FCDS lets the 9th grade lose to the kindergarten to basically hand the school over to the kindergartners. The kindergartners will be 9th graders, and it just keeps going on, passing the school on to the lower kids.
I've been lucky to meet a lot of great men in my life. Walter Cronkite, Muhammad Ali, Keith Richards. My dad, who is my mentor, my role model, and my best friend. And my favorite picture, flyweight football, 1965. The memories that I have of those fall afternoons when it got cold, I will take with me for the rest of my life. I remember leaving there feeling like I was prepared for my next step in life. I really believe the foundation that I got at Fairfield Country Day School served me well at Fairfield Prep, at Duke University, and in every job that I've had since then.
A lot of my strengths as a person, as a business leader, and as a father and husband, I learned at Fairfield Country Day during my formative years, and I'll always be grateful.
Just the tightly knit group. Because there aren't too many people here, you really get to know everyone.
I'd say that Fairfield Country Day still plays a really large role in my life, whether being the basis for my friends that I'm still talking to every day, or really in many ways, Fairfield Country Day is the star by which I set my moral compass.
As we gather to celebrate the class of 2011 and their collective accomplishments, it's a day to reflect on the laughs and tears that they have shared through their years at FCDS, and moreover, look ahead in anticipation of great memories ahead.
I think it's bittersweet, the whole process. I mean, on one hand, you're graduating, it's all great, but on the other hand, you're also leaving behind a lot of your past, a lot of what you've seen up to this point.
It's still important to me to be a Country Day boy. It's important to me that I live my life by the same manners and principles that were drilled into me in the halls here at Fairfield Country Day.
Our sons became well-rounded young men by coming here to Country Day. And I expect that our 2 grandsons will enjoy the same development in their lives by being members of the Fairfield Country Day community.
What I've learned here at Country Day is always do the right thing, whether it's here at school, whether it's at home, wherever you are, whether you're by yourself with a group of friends. You're always making that right decision.
FCDS has been probably the best part of my life, and it's been a big part of my life. And now it's really exciting to leave FCDS and go to the next school.
You don't have to be the best at something to be a leader. Sometimes you just need to take a risk to see if others will follow. On YouTube, there's a video that's been seen by millions of people. It is called The Dancing Man. It is an analysis of what it takes to lead and how if others follow, that can start a movement. One individual begins to dance to the music. That first lone person dancing takes a risk. Whenever you blaze the way, it's scary. What will others think? Will you be made fun of? Will your actions bring others along with you? You ask, am I doing the right thing? Others ask, what is he doing? Does
anyone follow the leader?
Good night.